say the position and no the side of Liverpool, no, it wouldn't be the same tactics, and I say it wouldn't be the same position, and I say the kind of role of Bitima Parteki as a right fullback for Real Madrid Football Club. Because with Liverpool, he was being used as an inverted midfielder at the same time also as a right fullback. Inverted midfielder, and say when the team is transition, he will make it upon himself. So Bitimi Ashel the deep playmaking act player and also Liverpool. So even at the time when Fabinho able as a stable midfielder for Liverpool, he was being used as a secondary midfielder supporting Fabinho. Fabinho free for Liverpool Football Club in Mkono. When able as a typical number 6, you take a certain Ryan Gravenberger Obo. So this season, and it's lot most successful in this particular season in the English Premiership now, it was a certain Trent Alexander-Arnold. So the number of times Awabo in this kind of as an inverted midfielder, and the best season at Commano was 2019-2020 season. Not Jurgen Klopp, Edge, Eddie Liverpool, Edge, that kind of English Premiership trophy in that particular Corona timeline or the man Liverpool. It tells you say Obono as a right fullback and sometimes as an inverted midfielder, he does it so beautifully. But at Real Madrid Football Club and for Xabi Alonso, Xabi able to be a three back. Obo Madrid, no. He needs to understand the core relations with the players and draw a particular suitable tactical formation between Real Madrid Football Club players. No? Because if you don't look at their strengths and their weaknesses, and here why you say Obo 4 back, Obo 3 back, ABC2 Real Madrid Football players now, you will fail. So he needs to understand how these players can easily relate. He needs to understand how these players can easily play with the identity to Xabi Alonso Edeba. And you will see Trent Alexander-Arnold trying to make a lot of long runs, trying to make a lot of long passes to the attacking third. And a hallmark for the side of Trent Alexander-Arnold. But I say we say Trent Ebo and as all coming in as an inverted midfielder supporting Shermani midfield. No, you wouldn't see such 10 from Trent Alexander-Arnold and Xabi Alonso, because with Xabi Alonso he wants the fullback to stay disciplined. So about the backer, it is that kind of obligatory role so as an offensive fullback or as a wing back that will help Real Madrid Football Club. So I'm one as a stable right fullbacker. No player also try to make your defensive errors on point. Say even for all committing defensive errors and making sure say the next overshadow player will try to cover you in the space. I will be to me. I hear a lot of mistakes. And that was the missing point. And then we would not Trent Alexander-Arnold. But without facing mad facts, if you want that theory to support you, say when you have new players that almost stay in your football club, we all should understand that we have some certain factors that will enable them to stay in that particular football club. The first factor is the adaptation period. Trent Alexander-Arnold ABOU Liverpool Football Club for a long period of time. Close to about 10-13 years or at the Real Madrid Football Club. Madrid is a new football club. Obe understudy their culture. Obe understudy everything about the football club. And so that's an adaptation into me. I'm passing on smoothly. That adaptation into me, I'm moving on quickly with the immediate coach. You know, into me, I'm one and settle very well with the team. We shouldn't expect Trent Alexander-Arnold say he will basically perform very well at the maximum best. Jude Bellingham was very fortunate because Carlo Ancelotti has seen a lot of talent and he has seen a lot of this kind of talent. Wabuomo development that's reaching to that particular peak. So even at Real Madrid Football Club, Carlo Ancelotti seeing Jude Bellingham, it was very good for him. It's the first season he was being awarded with a lot of things for himself as a player for Real Madrid Football Club. But with Trent Alexander-Arnold and Xabi Alonso, he needs to reach his adaptation period, making sure says so adapt to the team, including the team players on your mobile in that particular setup. He will adapt to their system and then he will adapt to how they play in the football club. One particular thing they beat in Trent Alexander-Arnold will be the language barrier. I'm told, say even before say MON-FRI ever Real Madrid Football Club, even with a year or 2 years, he was studying the Spanish language. Enrique Eba Madrid, no, on the Otekaka, so on the 1 year problem here with the side of Real Madrid Football Club. Kylian Mbappe took it upon himself. So at the age of 9 years, he had that dream. Say we'll play for Real Madrid Football Club. So at that time, now he was studying the Spanish language as his official language. Into about Real Madrid Football Club, when you have any problem with the Madrid when it comes to language or an answer or no, Academy Real Madrid Football Club. But then with Trent Alexander-Arnold, he needs to understand and make sure the language will serve as a communication tool between him and the players on the field of play. And those players in English, sometimes you need to communicate with them with the use of Spanish language. And say,
Spanish, they won't really know. He spoke.
I mean, fluent. Or issue concerning the Spanish language,
Yeah.
About no after the game. Now, Centroni Bako Tremeno. And oh, yes, or Bisane something in Spanish. And or catching the panese or Sereno Fambra Brofo. Now, and the Spanish and Uniane Diano. Anyway, a babana
or you chew and pour no
realize that babano be dear or be go but or say onye otimeka but onye comfortable with say odi semanu be brave as say my pressure head to omon
at least otimeka I'm sure say communicating with players no no
dey krabi eni so bre o ka last time in English players me now more
no but this time Jude
I don't say enye normal we say so language they ban. On struggle because within the team. Only Vinicius when you
yeah, Vinicius Cambro for Rodrigo Cambro. Mbappe Cambro.
And only the language there, so you know because I am an intimate bomber. You never going.
Na ya beyo onveli and what because Spanish at na begin park so that is when team Quebec.
Sometimes
he was reading from teleprompter.
Yeah, sometimes onveli language no more can.
Oh, reading from teleprompter.
And that kind of language because the pana kind into what you. Some tears say some call Côte d'Ivoire. With my coaching on French, the American being here. If you coach me, drew American. But me can't be nice in the college. Some problem.
My to be without time, but what time myself?
You understand? So we are talking about the woman say,
a cook with vacuum, you text ya no.
Oh, I said, yeah, me baby. The second come here, me Bagana.
Tell me one down one samba.
Me because I me second come here, me Bagana. I come here year. A young one. Ebe farm here de me kon. Akoya le akwale ka fa HD. Skas ala rumi obeton me anko ton me. Say 1 month to say akomi akobi umi aka French. Proper a low French view.
Well, you know I ye oda ya de say the board ya no dan the hostel no say akomi a.
Ni na me siri no. So we bo bo na wo so na so do bi si abuska na ye. And mon ami, ça parle,
so language will certainly plays as a barrier for Trent Alexander-Arnold with Real Madrid football. He needs to update himself and make sure that he will try to learn a lot of things from Real Madrid Football Club. But the other thing would be the societal factors and the environment to be conducive for him to feel himself with Madrid. You need to understand that team be on the culture. You need to understand the team culture and sign of it. If you don't understand the team's culture and if you don't understand the team's values, you will always become that kind of person, obey the odd person in that team. And Trent needs to understand all of these things. And Sana with me are coming up as a registered player, but DIABY, Iran, they face a lot of challenges currently as we speak.